Hey guys, this is Firuz from Inside, and today I have a guest from Gulfland Properties, Michael. He's going to help us present a project called Tonino Lamborghini Residences. Michael, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Could you tell our viewers a little bit about your company?
Yes, so Gulfland Property Developers, we exist on the market since 2020, and we have a very strong leadership that guides the market and our project into the proper funnel that creates a very attractive opportunity for investors and creating a very unique products on their own.
All right. Do you already have some projects that you've delivered?
Yes, so first project that we worked on, it's called Serenity Lakes 5, and we have delivered it, and people were able to make up to 200% of capital appreciation. And at some point, people who were bought at the starting price, some of them, they are making up to 18% of return on investment.
This rental income, you mean?
Yes, rental income.
That's crazy. But that was in 2020, right? So,
2020,
so obviously, it was a good time to invest into the market. What about the other project, Paradise Hills? Is it it's still under development, right?
Yes, correct. So currently we close to handover of this project, and so the expected delivery should be in 2025, the fourth quarter.
It's the villas next to DAMAC Lagoons, I believe.
Yes, correct.
Right? And
correct.
Have you sold out the project already?
Yes, completely sold out. Okay. So the Paradise Hills is a very unique, and this is basically our business card project. This is our signature project that gave us the key into the world of luxury. I usually say it this way. The reason for it being is because we allocated the plot in a very specific order. So 50% of the plot itself was allocated towards the landscaping and amenities, and the other 50%
of the plot.
50%, yes. The other 50% was spread out into 75% of standalone villas only, and only 25% of townhouses. Yes.
All right. And now you are working on this development called Tonino Lamborghini Residences, right?
Yes.
So the location is in Meydan. What could you tell us about the location?
Meydan is, the way I describe it, is one of the most important and key locations in Dubai. First of all, it is a royal area. It is a royal location.
What do you mean by that?
The reason I say this is because we have the Prince Hamdan's palace there. We have Prince Hamdan's private office there. We have all of the basically hobbies that surround the royal family in
like
this
the horse
location.
Stables and
royal horse stables. We have Meydan Hotel. We have the whole
race
area,
course, right?
Race course. Well, we have the whole area, which is called MBR, Mohammed bin Rashid City, which is basically called after the ruler of Dubai,
of course. Okay. Now I just want to show our viewers where exactly this is located on the map of Dubai. As we can see, it is very close to downtown, very close to Dubai Creek Harbor, close to Dubai International Airport. So geographically, this is sort of in the middle and within like a 20-25 minute radius to pretty much everything, right? Although downtown is literally like across the street. I think it's 10 minutes away on car. Yes. And indeed, I agree. I mean, it's nothing I can disagree with, right? You have Sheikh's Palace there, you have the royal horse stables, the race course, etc. So this area, when you call it royal, I cannot disagree by maybe putting it into something else, right? So I agree that you could call this place a royal area. Very nice location, geographically even within Dubai, close proximity to everything. Okay, so we understand the location. Let's talk about the development itself, right? First of all, let's talk about Tonino Lamborghini. How is Tonino Lamborghini affiliated with Lamborghini cars? Is there are they related somehow or what?
Well, of course. I mean, we get the second name, the last name of Tonino Lamborghini, right? He's the son of Ferruccio Lamborghini, the one who basically came up with
the founder, right?
The founder of Lamborghini Automobili.
Yeah.
So initially they were building tractors, then they switched to the sports cars after the beef they had with
Ferrari.
With Ferrari. We all seen the movie, and this is actually like more or less accurate. So the whole concept of the Tonino Lamborghini brand is basically diversifying it into all of the niches that people are getting interested in particular luxury niches and luxury industries. So first things first, he went into the fashion industry, then he started creating accessories, luxury watches, sunglasses, even headphones, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So
I remember those little phones even, right? I think.
Yes, they did that. They did that. Then he started basically diversifying into furniture manufacturing. Yes, so they have their own collections of furniture. They went into the interior design. Not everyone knows this, but they also deal with hotels. So they have their own hospitality group, which operates in China. And currently they have, I believe, 5 hotels are being built around the world, apart from the
Chinese ones.
Yeah, apart from the operational ones. And actually, one of the hotels is considered top 3 Instagrammable hotels around China.
Wow.
Yeah, so people go there, they take pictures, post it on social media. Which
is it by the Tonino Lamborghini? Is it called Tonino Lamborghini Hotel?
Tonino Lamborghini Hotel, yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Guangzhou,
know that.
yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay, so they have nothing to do with cars, basically.
Yes. Well, manufacturing-wise, no, because cars are in.
I mean, obviously. I see.
Group, yeah.
All right. And do they have any residences with Tonino Lamborghini affiliation, which exist in the world, or
Currently
this is the first?
are being built 4. So we have 4 residential buildings under construction. One is in China. Well, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So it's operation of hotels are in China. Then we have our Tonino Lamborghini Residences in Dubai, then 2 in Brazil.
Now, if we talk about this particular development in Dubai, what would you say? Because you mentioned that this is a very interesting investment opportunity.
Yes.
What makes it so interesting, and how do you see this different from any other development around this area, at least? Or
yeah, well, first things first, we have to take a look at the whole trend that recently popped up into the real estate world, which is residences. Yes. So branded resis, they have currently a trend of expanding 12% each year. The amount of branded residential buildings are increasing around the world. Then we have this trend of affiliation with the brands. So residential buildings that have certain affiliation with the brand. So designed by, for example, some of the car companies that are doing collaboration.
So this is what I really don't like. It's not that I don't understand it. Obviously, being a real estate professional here in Dubai, I see a lot of different brands being associated with real estate. But when it's let's say a hospitality brand like Ritz-Carlton or Mandarin Oriental, that I kind of understand the association, right? Because they've been doing that for more than 100 years, right? And of course, like they have the experience of managing residences, and then that gives it all appeal. But that's a whole different subject, I believe, when it comes to automotive brands or fashion brands getting into real estate. The fact is, and here I cannot disagree, that even if we look at last year's transaction, branded residences had a 40% higher rate per square foot than the normal residences. So it is a huge trend. Developers are following it, buyers are following it, investors are following it. So I guess it kind of does make sense. Would you say Tonino Lamborghini is an attractive brand to combine it with the residence?
Well, of course.
Of course you'd say yes, because you represent the developer, but let's try to be a bit more objective.
Of course. So first things first, is one of the most important things that it's not only named residence, right? Tonino Lamborghini Residences is not only designed by Tonino Lamborghini Group, and it's not only operated by the Tonino Lamborghini Hospitality Group that will be present as a property management and as a facility management as well. So we do have the Tonino Lamborghini Hospitality Group bringing their own experience to this residential building. Apart from that, we also do have everything being designed by the Tonino Lamborghini Group, which is exterior, interior, amenities, and the whole concept of the building itself, of the project itself.
I mean, what sells it to me is the fact that they have hospitality experience, right?
Yes.
If they're running hotels in China and they're planning to run across the world, obviously that is going to make the life of residents within the building better and offer some kind of perks for the residents, right? And build a lifestyle. So, okay, good. Let's get into a bit of I wouldn't call it a technicality, but tell us about the development. Like, what is it about?
This is a project which consists of 4 buildings. We have 2 buildings which are G+12. The other 2 buildings is G+7. From the exterior wise, you can see that it has a very unique and peculiar architecture and design to it. Yeah. And obviously it was inspired by the futuristic views and automotive industry, some people say. And
I mean, you do get the sort of similarity between the Lamborghini cars, like the way the shapes are designed, the molds, and it does sort of resemble that concept. You know, the design concept is there. Absolutely. So these 4 buildings are connected by one podium, right?
So actually, it is a 2-story podium.
Okay.
So we have 2-story podium,
but it's all connected.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Correct. Yeah, and that's a good thing that you pointed out, that there is a resemblance with cars, with futuristic and aggressive look. It has an aggressive look to it, but it's with all the products of Tonino Lamborghini. We'll get to the interior design. We'll see it as well, that it has certain features to it.
I see. So you have 2 buildings that are G+7 and 2 buildings that are G+12. The total number of units is 541 across 4 buildings within this development. What are the typologies of the units? Like, you have 1 bedrooms?
We started from 1 bedroom and up to 4 bedrooms.
Up to 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, we have a limited amount of units for all throughout the whole project, and which is another good point, is because it will give the investors a possibility of capitalizing on this project, on their investments. For the sole reason is because of the scarcity of the product itself.
Within, especially considering the area in Meydan, you don't really have.
We are the only one.
With the branded residence, right?
We are the only one.
You don't really have any other branded residences within Meydan, and that being a prime location in Dubai, I do see potential here. That is indeed true, but we'll also have to wait for you to tell us what the prices are and everything, so then we could determine where we could go from there, right? So G+7, G+12, 4 buildings. How many towers have been launched so far, and how is it going with the sales?
So currently we do have, we launched first and second tower. So first tower has been sold out, and currently we have only 13 units left in the building.
The second tower?
Yes.
And you're planning to launch
the third, yes.
The third.
In the nearest month.
Nearest month. All right. So you have here the number of units, 296 units out of 541 are 1 bedrooms, 141 units are 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms are 95, and 4 bedroom units are only 9. So which of these you think would be the best in terms of investment?
Well, we would have to ask what kind of investment the buyer and the investor is looking for. So if it's obviously a short-term rental or long-term rental, it's obviously 2 different types of apartments. So short-term rental would go for 1-bedroom apartments. They have a very good size to it, and obviously there are more units of them available.
Okay.
And long-term rental, I would stick with a 2-bedroom.
Because I think it's also like the area itself is where you see mostly families living. Right?
Yes.
So I think 2 bedrooms would be popular. Let's quickly walk through all the amenities and features within the building. So obviously, I mean, it's 24-hour security. You have a supermarket that's going to be inside the complex, or how is it?
Yeah. So basically, the whole concept of the retail areas. Yeah, we have 12 retail outlets, yes, and we will have the restaurants and cafes, supermarket. Obviously, that is being done and regulated by the municipality. We just have to have the supermarket in there.
Have you appointed brands of like restaurants and cafes already?
As of right now, no, because it will all come from the Tonino Lamborghini, and so we will be.
Do you sell the retail in the building?
No. It's only rental and managed by Tonino Lamborghini Group and us as a Gulfland.
I see.
As to the restaurants and cafes, the first cafe that will be open in the residential project, it will be Tonino Lamborghini Café, because he has his own coffee houses.
Nice. Okay, so there's going to be a branded fitness center, steam and sauna room, swimming pool, cinema, gaming room, paddle tennis, which is quite trendy across Dubai. And this is recently an observation that I've had, and I've been seeing people who own paddle courts in their building. They're so happy because they don't have to spend money on renting paddle courts and playing in their buildings. In fact, a colleague of mine was telling me today how she enjoys playing paddle in her own building. Okay, so there's a clubhouse, a jogging track, retail shops, obviously, as mentioned by Michael, and you have a park. The park is within the podium?
Yes, on the podium level. Just wanted to point out, you've mentioned that we have branded fitness center.
Yeah.
The branded fitness center size itself is 5,000 square feet.
Wow.
So which is quite large for residential buildings.
Absolutely, that's true. Okay, so there's park and indoor cycling.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. All right, so your presentation takes us to some of the renders of the interiors.
Yes, correct.
Walk us through this. Obviously, again, we see the design concept being resembling what you see on the exterior of the building, right? All these lines and nice. Looks visually very appealing. I really like the glass wardrobes, right? And you have some walk-in wardrobes as well. This is really nice. I like the lighting, sort of dimmed, and the color scheme is pretty beautiful. In fact, this bathtub with some bronze features inside looks quite nice. My personal favorite is this carbon fiber feature. Is this going to be in every bedroom?
Yes, so basically we will have from 1 to 4 bedrooms, all will have the carbon fiber covers on both the wardrobes and on the walls. However, on the first picture, it is mentioned the master bedroom, and the rose gold panels, as you see, will be present only in the 4 bedroom because of its exclusivity, because there are only 9 units of them.
Yeah.
We quite worked on them a lot and put in as much as we could.
And the lighting features is going to be present?
Lightning fixtures, everything that you see within the bedrooms on the renders will be present.
Except for the furniture?
Except from the soft furniture, bed and sofas and obviously chairs and so on and so forth. However, if we'll go back to the lightning fixtures, they all connected with a smart home system, so people will be able to control and set the right tone, the right mood for the bedroom. You can put red light, blue light, and choose whatever you want.
Very nice. I really like the design. And okay, so we see the steam and sauna rooms here, right? This is the bathroom. And this looks like a living room to me. Floor to ceiling windows. What's the ceiling height?
So it's in 3.2 meters.
3.2 meters. That's very decent. All right. And optionally, if somebody would want to purchase this furniture, do you have like packages for them, or they can just go directly to Tonino Lamborghini and buy whatever furniture they want?
And that is the whole beauty. That is one of the most important questions that people just miss out to ask, because Tonino Lamborghini himself, he's working on developing 2 exclusive collections only for the residents. And only for investors who buys apartments in Tonino Lamborghini Residences. So no one outside of Tonino Lamborghini Residences, investors, will be able to buy this furniture.
Oh, so it's going to be very limited just to this building.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, this bar, I really like the fact that it's very sleek and unusual. You don't really see it usually. I mean, you don't really get an island mostly, and now some of the developers are starting to sort of incorporate it into their layout design. But this looks really nice. Let's get to the important part.
Sure.
The part that is the most attractive, right? What are the prices?
So prices, that's the whole beauty of it, because for most of the branded residential buildings, the starting price per square foot is usually in the range of 4,000 to 5,000 per square foot.
Great.
And with us, we started with 2,500 for the Tower 1, 2,700 currently we sell in the Tower 2. Obviously, with the next building, we will increase the prices as well. This is called forced capital appreciation, for the sole purpose, obviously, for the investors who bought in the first tower to have the ability to resell those units that they purchased initially and obviously make money. Because this is us as a developer, this is our job, to create a possibility for investors to make money.
3,000 per square foot in branded residences. I do agree. I don't have an argument here. If you compare it to any other branded residences that are being launched, obviously they're starting at higher prices. I haven't seen a finished Tonino Lamborghini product with my own eyes, so I won't be able to say how the market is going to react to it, because I don't know how I would react to it. But from what I see in the presentation, from what I see in the design, and the way that the building is done, with that location being the closest to downtown and close to pretty much everything, I think there is potential, 100%. Do you have like a show unit that somebody could see?
So currently no, because I mean, at the site we are doing the construction. Yeah, we have 40% of the construction being completed on all of the 4 towers, and once we will start working on the interior of the project itself, we will obviously finish one apartment just
to show the product, right? I see.
Yes.
And what's the payment plan like?
Payment plan is 70-30, 70% during the construction.
Should do the opposite.
It's everyone's wish.
Everyone's wish, yes. So 70% during construction, 30% on handover, which is when?
Which is 2027. We expect first quarter.
2027 first quarter. Okay, so not a long way to go, with 40% being built, construction heavily on the way. This looks very promising to me. And you are launching the 3rd tower pretty soon. You still have a few units in the second building, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Michael. This to me was very informative. I hope it was the same for our viewers. If you want to know more about the particular units available, or if you want to participate in the launch of the upcoming 3rd residences, then you know what to do. The link is always in the description. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.